It is weird. It's very weird. The whole thing is weird. I can't believe we're actually making it happen. But it is a reality. I mean, this is, imagine this. There's going to be a unapologetically girl palace. It's a little hard to believe. A little hard to believe right now. The brand is a big one, okay? But what essentially we were missing over the last few years was a bigger positioning that basically captured an idea of what Barbie represents not only to little girls, but to the world.
How do you ground everything and how do you bring it all together in a cohesive campaign? We certainly want to converge with what you guys design and develop for the Shanghai store.
This is going to be really interesting for the Barbie brand itself because it's going to be the first time all these different views of what Barbie is come together under one roof.
We're going to be talking about having a chocolate shop which will be all focused around the brand itself. It's not going to be, what people are going to expect it to be when they think about this brand. This is going to be cool, cutting edge, and very interesting.
Learning is on a very, very high level with the children of this culture. That is why we're really working so hard to understand the environment in which this facility will exist.
I love the mix of people and cultures. It feels very much like the Wild West, I imagine, that there's a lot of infinite possibility, which I think marries well with Barbie.
I think what we're doing right now is we're familiarizing ourselves with the everyday. And I think if we do pick up any of these signs or symbols, we're going to have to do it in such a unique way that flips it on its head, that it can seem new and kind of remind them of where they live and the things that are around them every day.
This team is starting to see what Richard Dixon and I saw when we said Shanghai is the place to do this store. There's something incredibly special going on in this city and in this culture right now, and especially focused right here with these kids. It's amazing.
It's just been a conceptual project until we got here and we're in here and we're breathing in lots and lots of concrete dust and seeing all the pipes and the electrical and the plumbing and all that, and so it's become very real here.
Every kid that's in a car over there that's going to look over here and see this pink glow, it's going to be like a magnet for every little girl. They're going to be screaming in the car, "Mommy, Daddy, I want to go to the Barbie store." And if we can make a little girl happy for just even a few minutes of her day, we're going to achieve a great deal. It's hard to believe that a little more than 2 years ago we were standing in the streets of Shanghai and envisioning the Barbie flagship. We're standing in the lobby. There's people on ladders and painting and tiling, and it doesn't look like we're going to be ready at all. The sparks are still flying. Stuff's still rolling out. Construction's still happening.
Right now at this hour, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So tomorrow night we might sit there and say, well, of course we knew 6,000 people were going to show up. At this hour as I stand here, I don't know. I hope so.
I'm just amazed how gorgeous this is. It's just such a team spirit here. It's just incredible. It's so exciting. I can't wait to the grand opening tomorrow.
If Barbie is a brand that's all about eye candy, then every part of this store has to be wow. The escalator has to be a ride. I mean, come on, what could be better than this? This is really where the celebration of the brand comes to life. I mean, it's the most heroic doll statement truly in the world. It's a 3-story staircase of customized dolls, and they all look distinct and unique. Part of the whole thing about how we designed the store was that we wanted memorable experiences, and that's really what the store is about. Every detail counts.
Well, here we are in the Barbie Cafe kitchen. There's a huge party, 1,000 people coming down. We're plating what is literally the first dish that's going out to customers. When we looked at what Barbie eats, Barbie's cool, Barbie's healthy. At the same time, she could be a little indulgent. We've got the blondie, We did a little silhouette print, and this is our version of the brownie. We've developed a few signature cocktails, the Barbatini. We have a Malibu Barbie cocktail. So we've thought about how we bring the brand into the elements of the bar. I think that people are going to love them.
The show begins across the street, so when you go across the street and you look at the building, it's like this thing is absolutely beautiful, it's stunning. We wanted to be beautiful on the outside and beautiful on the inside, and we aced it. This is a stunning work of art.
Change the landscape of Shanghai forever.
Look around, right? It's amazing, the response, people are loving it. It's real, it's happened, it's alive.
What you think about this whole building?
非常的亮丽。
这个建筑非常的漂亮，然后很时尚，然后可以充分体现芭比的那种很时尚，然后很现代，然后也很青春靓丽的一面。
这些就是芭比嘛，是每个女孩子的梦想了，就是都很渴望拥有。
Day one, there's a line. We like lines. It's all good.
Barbie is #1.
This store is very beautiful.
It's very fancy, fabulous. It's not only for little kids.
We have always wanted the store to be not just for a little girl, but also for mom.
We built this runway, celebrating fashion with real live runway shows, kids shows, adult shows, celebrating local Chinese designers, so the store will always be alive with newness and fashion and entertainment.
It's so funny to all of a sudden have it open and it belongs to the public, and it's like come alive in so many ways, and probably ways we'll be really happy about and ways we never ever imagined. We really talked about it being an activity-driven space, and I think the buying part came organically because after you'd had the experience here, you'd been immersed in Barbie, you have to take a memory of that home with you, because I think that's what'll make it really effective as a retail store in the end.
It's nice to see people here finally, you know? And no matter how clearly you see it in your head, it's very different just occupying the space for the first time.
Yeah, also seeing people appropriate it. Sometimes they take over it and inhabit it in the way that you imagine that they would or hoped that they would. But then there are other little things that they're doing that, you know, kind of make it their own.
It's Barbie's house.
You just build this home, and now everybody's come in it. Now it's exposed to like the public, and not like a few people, there's thousands of people here.
I think it's an amazing experience for the consumer. It's one of the few brands in the world that makes its whole story on one item. It's unlike any other kind of a specialty store. You watch the kids and their parents come in and the eyes light up. It's heartwarming to watch it all go on.
The line stretched halfway down the block, which was what we wanted to see. You never know what's going to happen.
Everybody was excited to be here. They didn't want to leave.
It's very rewarding when they appreciate the concept and when you see the sparkles in the little girl's eye. It's just fantastic.
I expect so much of this store, and it's definitely meeting expectations, and probably then some. The store is open, but you know the work is never done. It's constantly evolving, and we need to be restless about it. The retail in a store, you get a report card every day. No rest. You got to keep on moving.
我喜欢芭比。